Hello and a very warm welcome back to the channel once again, guys, and a happy new year to you wherever you may be. Today in this episode we're going to be going into detail about the thrower building. It's a new device that's been added in the latest update and it's very versatile and it has a lot of uses. We're just going to be taking you through a few of these uses and showing you exactly how it works and how you can incorporate it into your Sandship. So if we go into the research lab, we will be able to see that this has been added to level 15. It's called aerial logistics, and once you unlock that, you'll be able to use that in your Sandship factories and Underwell Pit. Now it adds a lot of flexibility to your designs, so we've gone ahead and made a bit of a setup here in this prismatic factory just for demonstration purposes. And if we pop in here, go into our devices, and right down at the bottom we'll find the thrower building. We can place it down. Now this device can fire any type of material no matter what it is, and all you need to do to shoot them over these distances is hold down and select your target. As you can see, you can go a maximum of 5 tile spaces and a minimum of 3. So find the sweet spot, turn it on, and you'll be able to see as it runs, it starts firing the materials over to your target location. Now this can be particularly helpful in complex factories where you've got lots of operations going on, and it can even fire over other setups as we've demonstrated just here. If we import this wire setup, as you can see, it's launching these materials over the other buildings and it's continuing as normal. Now, as we said, it does launch any material as long as it's solid. Obviously you can't launch water, so we've got gearboxes set up in this importer here, and as we can see, again, we're shooting over those gearboxes and it's working just as it would with any other material. So that's how you incorporate it into your factories, guys. It is also very useful for the Underwell Pit. Now in the Underwell, you can only use 3 materials to damage the drifters with this, and we've gone ahead and made a little example here. As you can see, this is our sulphuric acid setup. It's just for demonstration purposes, and if we pop a resonator into this setup and kick it off, we'll be able to see that as the devices build that sulphuric acid, it loads it into the thrower and it will start launching sulphuric acid. Now sulphuric acid does poison damage, as you can see, and it attacks a 3x3 grid area. So these can be really useful in incorporating your defenses because of the amount of space it can hit. Now you will have to build the sulphuric acid setup like we have here because you can't import materials into the Underwell at this time. So a little bit more space is required for that, but you can use this very effectively in your defenses as we're showing here. Now the other 2 items that you can utilize with the thrower building in the Underwell are gas tanks. Now hydrogen and nitrogen tanks can be used. So we've got a hydrogen tank set up here again. I'm going to turn this on. So much like the sulphuric acid doing poison damage, the hydrogen tanks do fire damage, and it will continue to burn these drifters once they leave the grid for a period of time as well. So if you don't want to do poison and you want to start doing some fire damage, you can incorporate hydrogen tanks to your defenses. Now, as well as hydrogen tanks, if we switch this over to nitrogen and run the Underwell again, we can see once those nitrogen tanks get loaded and fired, we're instead doing ice damage, and this is also going to slow the drifters down as well. So it's a 2-pronged effect here. These are the only 3 items that are compatible with the thrower building at the moment in the Underwell. There may be more in the future as more materials get added, but if you want to incorporate this design or the sulphuric acid design into your defenses, this is how you do it. And particularly when you've got a lot of drifters coming in, as we have at the moment on screen, hitting lots of them at the same time can be a very good way of defending yourself against them. So that's the thrower building in a nutshell, guys. As you can see, you can use this both in your normal factories and the Underwell, and it's a very useful addition indeed. If you do have any other questions about the thrower building, we'd love to hear them. Leave them in the comments below. But until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.